He was alone in his sanctum, surrounded by only the books he spent centuries studying and the chemicals on his table, a bundle of roots from the Mandrake plant, and a magic circle of his own design. This was the culmination of wizardly study, hours poring over spell books and journals, tireless mockery from peers not on his level in terms of mind or magic, the sacrifice of a good friend. It was not the first time he would be deemed a madman, nor would it be the last. But this was his greatest, the epitome for the moment in his life, his proof to be above his master. Slowly he raised the vial of fresh blood from a hanged prisoner, an elf held for high treason against the world, a friend who blasphemed for the cause, a cause this man deemed at most important. His wizened gray hair and thick beard waved in the motion. This was no mere scientist. This was an arc wizard. And this was his proof that he too could do what the witches dreamed. Fleeting reports filtered in frequently of witches that mated with plants and made people from them, emotionless, with no compunction for love, perfect underlings for a wizard such as himself. That is why he tried this tired experiment, time and time again. But there was always a defect. Always, no matter what he did. They would crack a smile, share a laugh, rain a joke. These plants, his blasphemous life-giving, was too incomplete. These plants, the Ioul, it was always a defect. But this was different. This was right. Tonight would be the night that he finally did it, that he created something that was beyond even the world's understanding. Continuing the ritual itself, he poured the blood upon the mandrake root and began to mutter his arcane sayings. Kalos, valos teru, ta subku terra, asama. The ring glowed and swirled, the blood glowing white upon mixing with the plant. Laru, zaru, daruha, maku taru, zaruha. His words continued, and the plant changed, stretching, growing. Vague arms and legs twisted out at first. Then they spindled together, stitching and twirling, something he had seen numerous times but always awed him. Limbs forming magically among the plants. And then they fell to the side, as this creature sat up once more, rising from the table, a head forming upon its shoulders, a riot of reddish hair falling down its back and over its shoulders. Flowers sprouted in her hair, as glassy blue eyes stared forward for the first time. A fully developed girl looked at him, her breast bare and her legs crossed, concealing her womanhood. Though this didn't matter. No matter the gender, the creed, the size, the wizard did not care. He only cared if he succeeded. Here before him, a mandrake had been formed. Now to test it. Did it feel? Did it care? It's important if he were to have it as an underling. A perfect studying pawn that would fetch things without request. Something that he had always dreamed of. Hello, Lily. Yes, Lily. What an excellent name. I am your creator, Ioul. How do you feel? It was a simple question, but one of utmost importance. I feel a bit cold. You should cover up too, or you'll catch cold. Her reply, whilst caring, crushed him. Tireless effort and study, wasted again and again and again. Another failure. Lily, as she was deemed, hopped from the table, covering her cleavage with her left arm. Roses bloomed upon her skipping footsteps as she stepped towards the window and its flowing curtain. No wonder it's so cold. The window's covered. She grabbed the drape, and Ioul quickly ran over to her, grasping her wrist. None to see you like you are now. Orestes, I demand your presence! He shouted. Yes, Orestes, a man of the goddess of wisdom and knowledge, a strapping young man with angelic features, one that was his closest to his mandrakes, one that would do nigh anything for him. A precious student and an even brighter aspect of a wizard. Hastily, the double doors to the sanctum were pushed open. Yes, sir! Did you... He paused, most shouting in reply. This stunning young woman, with her riotous flowered hair, smiting him immediately with her beauty. No, I did not succeed. You are to give Lily clothing and take her away. As with the others, sir. Indeed. Perhaps detach yourself this time? We needn't lose another 5 years. Yes, sir. Lily, my name is Orestes. Feel free to follow me. Oh, okay, sure. Are we going somewhere? Orestes looked down at the ground with a soft smile in reply. His heart was heavy. Yes, we are. And that ends part 1 of the Mandrake.